Sometimes the best laid plans don't work out at all in the NFL, and that can actually be okay because the Browns were supposed to let Baker Mayfield sit for a little while. He was supposed to observe Tyrod Taylor, but then Tyrod Taylor suffers a concussion last night against the Jets, and Baker Mayfield goes into the phone booth and Superman comes out, leading Cleveland to its first win since 2016, and the Browns fans acted like they had won the Super Bowl. Mayfield was great. And during the draft, we talk a lot about measurables. And with Baker Mayfield, everything you saw at Oklahoma, playing against a good schedule, performing well against quality opponents, it still came back to, he's 6 feet tall. I don't know. Is he another Drew Brees? Is he another Russell Wilson? Well, if you're the Browns, you're saying, we hope so. But then you thought, after watching Sam Darnold first week against Detroit, Cleveland passed up on him. Oh, boy. And then Baker Mayfield, we weren't sure if he was going to get in, if Tyrod Taylor was going to have that job for a little while, if he was going to be good enough to keep the job for a little while. The real test is going to come down the road when opposing defenses now actually have game footage of Baker Mayfield. And that's assuming he has the full-time job because after the game, his head coach was not going to commit to who his starting quarterback is moving forward. Do we have Hugh Jackson talking about that, Seton?
Obviously, I like to watch the tape. Obviously, Baker did some great things. I mean, again, we don't play until next Sunday. We got some days. Let's not get into those debates tonight. You know, obviously, what he did tonight was outstanding for the football team and for his teammates and just the way he competed. But again, I have to watch the tape, and we'll go from there.
All righty. Cleveland has had a tough time of late, but hopefully last night is the start of something new, and more wins are on the horizon. But watching Baker Mayfield last night, and I started, even at the beginning of the season, I thought Hugh Jackson's trying to hold on to his job, and it's a job that he shouldn't have held on to. And if you're going to hold on to your job, maybe Tyrod Taylor would give you the best chance because he's already a seasoned quarterback, and maybe you get some wins with him, and you can hold on to your job. Now, there's only one way that Hugh can keep his job. He's got to hitch his wagon to Baker Mayfield, and whatever happens with Baker Mayfield, hopefully there's positives there, and you get a couple of wins, and there is respectability, and maybe, because you're his coach, you can buy another season. Baker Mayfield will be back in Cleveland next year. There's no guarantee that Hugh Jackson is going to be there and should be there. But what you saw with Baker Mayfield last night is what you saw in college. He can improvise, keep a play alive. He's not afraid. He threw the ball in tight spots. He made plays when he needed to make plays. But congratulations to the Cleveland Browns. They got their win. Everybody gets beer. And here's Baker Mayfield Jr. III after the win.
Dilly dilly to the Cleveland fans. Yeah, it's, comes with it, but it's not the only win we're going to celebrate. It's a building block for us. Did some good things, but there's still a lot we can work on. And that's the great part about it. We're nowhere near where we want to be, but we're in a good spot right now to, build a foundation and keep going. Yeah,
congratulations. Played well. And, Paulie was on it right away when he said Baker Mayfield second half. Even Joe Buck said, hey, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if we're seeing Baker Mayfield. And this might have been the first quarter when Joe Buck said it. And then there was booing for the offense there, and Baker to the rescue at the end of the first half. Yeah, Paulie.
I wonder if any of the media asked Hugh Jackson, was Baker coming in second half despite, even if there was not an injury?
And I don't think he said he didn't deal in hypotheticals, I believe. I think that's what Hugh said. He's trying to say all the right things. And just instead of just saying, you know what, I can't keep the kid back anymore. I'm sink or swim. He's my guy. Let's just go. We're the Cleveland Browns. Let's just move forward with this, just like the Jets are doing. Yes,
he's saying the right thing, though, right?
Yeah,
you can't just immediately be like, "Oh yeah, forget Tyrod, he's out. I'm moving on." You're doing the right thing.
He's being professional. You're right. He is. But deep down, he's going, I wonder how bad that concussion was. I get the feeling that, maybe the offensive coordinator, Todd Haley, was the one who diagnosed the concussion. I think he just went over and said, Tyrod, you got a concussion. No, it's my back. No, you got a concussion. Are you a doctor? No, but I'm going to play one on TV right now. Yes,
I feel bad in a way for Tyrod.
Yep.
Because he seems like a good kid.
Yep.
He's trying real hard, and like that avalanche that was just right behind
Oh,
him. He couldn't get out of that way.
Yeah.
And just the amount of energy that
Yeah,
Baker
Fritzy.
Mayfield brought.
He may not be prepared to publicly announce it, Hugh Jackson, but do you think quietly he's already whispered to Baker, or maybe today, or
No.
he's going to say, you're my guy next week?
No. We got plenty of time. You got 10 days before their next game. He's not saying anything. At least I'm going to guess maybe by next week, by Monday or Tuesday, when he meets with the media, then you're probably going to get that declaration. But he might be trying to be fair to Tyrod Taylor to say, let's see how healthy he is over the next couple of days. But deep down, the offense came alive. The crowd came alive. The first completion was, a 9-yard toss to Jarvis Landry, and the place went crazy. But they were looking for anything to go celebrate. The new kicker kicking field goals in warm-ups. When he made them, they were celebrating.
Standing ovation. the kicker was
Yes,
good.
they were looking for anything there. But you come off the bench in your debut and earn your first win. The last time that we saw that, where a player came off the bench in his debut, throwing 200 yards, leading his team to first win of the season, Fran Tarkington back in 1961 with the Vikings.
Start of the day! Start of the day! Start of the day! Start of the day! Here comes the start of the day!
Stat of the day brought to you by Continental Tire, proud supporter of the Dan Patrick Show. No matter what you drive, where you drive, how you drive, they've got a tire for you.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.